folks, what we've done is we last night pulled our camp, went to a BLM campground, got to bed about 11 o'clock last night, woke up at before 5 o'clock, drove way over to this other part of the unit. Took longer than I thought, so we're getting a late start. But we're just gonna go ridge to ridge to ridge, call, see if we can get a response. One of the big mistakes elk hunters make is getting stuck in a rut. No one's gonna accuse us of that. We've pulled camp every day we've been here, at least, haven't we?
Yes, we've moved every time.
Tried a new spot every day. Why should today be any different? Follow along. Well, while I was over here blowing my horn, ace camera guy Marcus Hockett looks down here and he sees a lone bull coming over on, maybe onto the public. So we're just gonna boogie over there, see if we can get there. He looks like he's searching for cows. He's moving fast, he's all alone. And if we have a cow party, maybe we can talk him into coming and checking us out, but we got to get over there sooner rather than later. So what I'm going to do, have you and Marcus go down here on the edge of these trees in the shade. And I know that bull is still 3/4 mile away, but we're just gonna rail on the cow calls. He's all alone, looking for cows. If he sees one, he might decide to come over here. Or I mean, if he hears one, he might decide to come over here. It's really our only hope with that private boundary right there. You guys just jog down there and I'll be up here. We just had a cow party for about a half hour. Hoping that bull might hear us. It's just dead calm. Maybe he heard us, maybe he didn't. Maybe he's just down in that canyon over there. He's moving along that far hillside earlier, like he was on a search for cows, but maybe he was on his way to his bed. We just gotta find some groups of cows that have some bulls with them. Keep moving, 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 moving. So we're gonna hoof it down here a couple miles, make a big loop. Then we gotta go back to where we staked out our llamas and we gotta get them some water. Figure out a plan for this afternoon. Frustrating. But part of how it goes. You come down here, never been here before, and you just have a plan, and you keep working the plan and working the plan. And I mean, sometimes I've worked my plan until the end of the season and it didn't work. But I have a plan. that I'm just going to keep following it. Doesn't mean it'll necessarily work, but usually if you stick with it and keep moving and doing all the things that your pre-scouting and e-scouting told you to do, usually you'll run into elk, but maybe not. I go down and meet up with Marcus and Jim. So, got to go eliminate some more territory while the elk are bedded. So we're going to hoof it back to the truck now that the sun is high.
Maybe that's how they figure how long to make the season. How long does it take you to check off the entire unit?
Oh, we aren't even going to come close to that in our season.
Okay.
The good part is I know a guy who has the tag that starts the day after ours. I'm going to be able to give him a map and say, Lucas, forget about this, forget about that. He'll be dialed in by the time I give him the download. I don't think we've eliminated this part.
I wouldn't hope so.
This part is still on the map.
Something about seeing bull elk when I'm elk hunting kind of gets me more excited than seeing nothing.
So we'll go do some more recon here. And then we're going to go way west this afternoon. We'll have to gas up like 3 times today. We're going to go way west after we do some laundry and everybody scrapes a few layers off. I'm going to ask that guy at that little motel if we can rent a shower. All right, folks, stay tuned. It's kind of like the circle of concern is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Pretty soon we're gonna have them under siege, just like Leningrad back in World War II, like the Germans had, or was it Stalingrad? I can't remember. Whichever. They're gonna feel like they're surrounded.
Yeah, right.
All right. It's all right. This is just how it goes.
Let's go where we're surrounded by them.
Whatever. This is how it works. I've never had an elk. I've never hunted elk in New Mexico ever, archery, where it wasn't in the low to mid 80s and that the elk were bugling. I think those people who say that elk bugle in New Mexico are full of crap. Your responsibility to know where you are. We have now driven from the east end of the unit to the entire west end of the unit. And we're on the northeast end, and now we're on the southwest end. You couldn't, but the good news is we stopped and ate real food instead of Mountain House. We paid a guy a full night's motel cost if he'd let us shower. We told him we're not even staying the night. So we went and showered, we washed our clothes in a bucket. All indicators are if we climb up those cliffs, we're gonna have elk on our lap, or we're gonna be on their lap.
That's good news.
Guy's never convinced.
I'm convinced.
I may as well be talking to that cow pie right there. This is about as pleasant of a view as you could ask for. Green, expansive. But
why the hell would there be horses walking around out here? Don't they normally keep horses in a barn?
not out here. Huh. Your horse needs to be in a barn all the time. You get a different horse.
What good is the horse to you if it's walking around out in the middle of nowheres? I'd like to see a great big one come down and mingle with them cows.
I have 2 spikes way so far out there you can't hardly tell they're spikes. We got 6 or 7 bedded here, all cows and calves. Then over to the right by the truck we got 9 more cows and calves. How can you have 15 or so cows and calves and not a branch antlered bull anywhere on September 11th? I don't know how that can be. I'm easily flummoxed, but I think this would even flummox the best of them.
How long did it take you to take a picture?
It depends until you smile and look at the camera.
Oh, at the camera?
Yeah, and smile. Oh, dang, cut your head off.
Good.
That could be the best picture of the trip.
Yeah, maybe.
Find the cows and you'll find the bulls, right?
Well, that's the normal theory, but not today, it isn't. We got at least 15 cows here. We got all kinds of food, water, no roads. This is everything I look for. And 15 cows without a bull on September 11th doesn't equate to me. So, well, folks.
It was easy, everybody would have one.
I think in the morning, because the bugles we have heard have been morning. So, for the most part, the most active 2 bugles we were hearing. I think they will stay out longer in the morning, just because it's so hot that they aren't coming out just till that last little bit at night. So, if we're here in the morning, yeah, the sun's going to be in our face. It'll mess up the glassing a bit, but we will see where they bed. And once they bed, we will go and spot and stalk them if we have to. But I want to start walking off that rocky cliff before the sun goes all the way down. I don't want to hurt myself. Thanks for watching, folks. I have no idea what day we're on. But probably neither do you, because you probably quit watching 3 days ago when we didn't show you any elk.